But you say
right.
so,
For a little while,
the premise harder than the Champions League.
The Premier League, it's equal. Yeah.
How can it be equal?
The Premier League's probably harder. Prem's probably harder than the Champions League.
So you started smoking again?
The Premier League's harder than the Champions League, bro.
Is he smoking again?
The Premier League is harder.
How are you saying the Premier is harder than the Champions League?
It definitely is. It is.
You've got maybe 5 top teams in the Prem, right?
No, you ain't.
Teams,
no,
8 teams
wrong.
who are difficult to play against. Maybe 8.
Wrong.
Champions League, like the games, you playing the top teams in like the top divisions. What are you talking about?
Premier League's harder.
Hold on, D. How can you say the Premier League's harder? How can you say that? You ain't won the Champions League ever. How can you say the Premiership harder? You've won the Premiership. You won the Premiership, yeah?
The depth of the Premier League, yeah, is harder to compete with against the Champions League. In the Champions League, I'm being dead.
I could name you 10 Champions League like team now that are better than Arsenal.
No, you can't.
You say 10?
You mad?
Yeah. 10.
Are you mad?
10 Champions League.
Are you crazy?
What, this season or overall?
Overall, the last 10 seasons.
Oh, last 10 seasons, I hear it. I thought you said this now.
Okay, the last 5 seasons then.
What type of foolish conversation are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
I can name you 10,
yeah, but
10 teams.
Why? Why do you need to do that? Why are you going with the greatest teams of all time? Why don't you go back to the 50s?
No, but I could do it now. But you're saying
the
Prem is
bro. It's funny. Hey, name 10. I want to hear the 10 teams.
Name 10 this year.
I want to hear the 10 teams.
Name 10 this year. Name 10 this year.
That will be better than us.
10 teams this year that are better than us.
This season coming, yeah, I can name you 10 teams this season.
This year.
Because Arsenal got to the semi-finals.
Bro, what teams are you talking about that are better than the Premier League teams? What teams? Name them. Young boys. Who? Sporting Lisbon.
PSG.
One team.
Athletic. Real Madrid. Right? That's
what teams? What teams are they better than? You got to say what teams they're better than.
Most of the team in the Prem. That's the whole conversation we're talking about. You're saying the Prem is harder than the Champions League.
It is. Would Real Madrid win the Premier League?
Arsenal hasn't won it.
But would Real Madrid win the Premier League?
Possibly. They've got a better chance than Arsenal.
No, they don't. They wouldn't win the Premier League. Would? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't win the Premier League.
Why not?
Real Madrid would not win the Premier League. They're not winning the Premier League.
You think Real Madrid could come?
Hey, Bournemouth are better than Real Madrid. Bournemouth and Brighton are better than Real Madrid.
Oh, you're not taking a piss.
Real Madrid ain't winning the Premier League, bro.
You're not taking a piss.
Madrid, PSG, I hear it.
You just Real Madrid. You just
Real Madrid ain't winning the Premier League, bro.
Hey, you think Real Madrid can just turn them Bournemouth and just turn them over?
You're gonna go St. James's Park and all that,
bro. Do you think it's easy to go to the Spanish like teams and win? It's not easy. Football's not easy, you know. Wherever country you play it, so to be at the top constantly every year, it's not easy.
They're not winning the Premier League, bro.
Neither
Inter Milan, neither Juventus, neither Barcelona.
Inter Milan last season could be mid-table. No, actually, they got to the final, right? They were playing well last season.
They're getting mid-table. Their team old and dead.
They ain't winning the Premier League. They ain't winning the Premier League.
They ain't getting Europe next year. Inter Milan won Europe.
Are you talking about just last season? Or are you talking about if they came to
last season? That's what I can go on. Last season, Inter Milan didn't make Europe.
Would have been Christian Vieri.
But what are you talking about? You say they're not winning the Premier League. When? What era?
Next season coming up.
PSG could win the.
Yeah, PSG. That's the only team.
PSG.
They won the Champions League. Barcelona could win the Premier League.
Nah, they're not winning. Barcelona not winning the Premier League.
Their defense ain't good enough.
Barcelona not winning the Premier League.
Their defense ain't good enough.
They're
not winning that Premier League, bro. They ain't winning that Premier League.
PSG could win the Premier League, so could Barcelona.
No way. PSG a different level to Barcelona, bro.
PSG is a big difference.
Anyone could have won that game. Anyone.
They beat Inter Milan 5-0 in the final. What game you talking about? You're talking about Inter Milan and Barcelona.
I'm talking about PSG Barcelona.
No, they didn't play each other.
Who was the end-to-end game?
Easy, where was you?
That was Inter Milan and Barcelona. You don't know what you're talking about.
Wake up.
Okay, Barcelona. PSG.
Are you smoking again? Are you smoking again?
I didn't smoke in the first place. All right. But they might have beaten them 5. Like, Barcelona was done. I mean, Inter was done before they got to the final.
How did Inter beat Barcelona then? How did Inter beat Barcelona and you think Barcelona are going to win the Premiership? It's crazy, bro.
They ain't winning the Premier League.
No, it's not crazy. Barcelona can definitely win the Premier League.
No, they cannot.
No.
They can definitely win the Premier League. Bro, I can't wait till they play Arsenal next season and batter them.
No, you're talking about Premier League. You got to play all these teams every week, you know.
No, you play them twice, bro. You play each team twice.
You're going to Bournemouth. Then you're going to Man City. Then you're going Liverpool. Then you're going Arsenal. Then you're going.
So basically, there's 20 teams. Yeah. Now the Champions League is a 20 team. It's a league. Yeah. You're looking at the Premier League, and you're looking at Champions League, and you're thinking the Premier League teams are harder to play against than the Champions League.
Definitely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
You know what, Izzy? I do agree, no, because you know what? We absolutely messed up. See the Champions League, the start bit.
Format.
Blitzed everyone. Easy work, yeah. And we can't do that in the Premiership, bro.
So did we. We blitzed the league as well.
But who did you lose to in the
we couldn't do it in the Premiership.
Who did you lose to?
In the Premier League, you got to play the Bournemouth,
the Nottingham Forest, bro.
The Man City, the Nottingham. You think Barcelona's going to go and beat Nottingham Forest easy?
Bro, you're looking at the teams in the Champions League and you're telling me the Premier League is harder than those teams I've mentioned.
Definitely.
Bro, no doubt. I'm going to tell you something now, yeah. Izzy, the best 2 teams we played this season, yeah, was PSG and Brighton.
Okay, Brighton are a decent team, but they're not in the Champions
Brighton was the second best team we played.
Where did they finish?
Exactly. They finished nowhere in the Premiership, and they're better than most of the teams in the Premier League.
The reason they're the top team is because of consistency. That's why Arsenal can't win the league, because of consistency. They don't have that consistency to win the league. Right? So that's what I'm saying to you. So the teams in the Champions League, they're more consistent. They might have one bad game here and there, but you can't, when it comes to the gritty, look at Madrid. Madrid don't really play good football. They're not like eye-catching back in the day they used to be. They're not, you won't watch them and be like, oh wow, what a great team. No, they're consistent at winning. They know how to win games. Right. That's why they keep winning Champions League.
None of these teams, like back in the day, the old school teams, yeah. Nowadays, none of them teams are winning the Premier League. None of them. The only team that could potentially win it, obviously Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich, they're obviously going to have a chance because they're top teams.
That's what I'm saying. No, but everyone, bro, that's exactly it. Premiership, you can't say who's going to win it. Everyone's got a chance.
Yeah, but I'm saying
you've got Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal who have a chance to win the league.
Yeah, but let me tell you the way I judge it here is how many teams in the Premier League could potentially win the other teams or the other European competitions or the other European leagues.
The same 3 that I just mentioned. Arsenal,
Liverpool. No, Chelsea, if they were in the Bundesliga, would challenge for the title, bro. Yes, bro. Chelsea would beat up every team in the Bundesliga, bro.
They wouldn't beat Bayern.
Yeah, they probably would, bruv.
They wouldn't beat Bayern.
They probably would.
I don't like Bayern, but that's the only team they'll struggle with. Bayern and maybe
Leverkusen. They wouldn't beat Bayern.
Bayern, but Leverkusen. That's the 2 teams they'll struggle with.
You just don't think the French league's some like Farmers League for real, you know? Them teams will give teams that had trouble.
Nah,
I'll say we'll give Chelsea trouble. They're not the best team. I think they finished 4th.
Leon, Man United, not Leon.
Leon are dead, bro. Leon was like
nah. These teams,
they got a striker that Arsenal let go 10 years ago.
Hold on, PSG won that French league long time ago in December.
I'm saying Leon have got Thingy as their captain, still playing. Arsenal deaded them 10 years ago.
So you think Wolfsburg and all them teams are better than Chelsea or not?
I never said that, D. But I'm saying you're saying Chelsea would just go and whitewashed everyone.
No, I'm saying they would be competing for the title in
They should be competing. They're worth $1 billion.
But they didn't compete for the title in England. They didn't compete for the title in England, though.
Yeah, because they struggled. They got rid of all their players and brought very new players in.
But they wouldn't struggle in the Bundesliga. They'd compete for the title.
Okay, Chelsea finished what? Chelsea finished fifth or fourth or fifth in the Prem.
Fifth, innit? Fourth or fifth.
No, they finished 3 points behind you.
Yeah, they finished fifth.
They finished 3 points behind.
Man City finished fourth, innit?
Chelsea
finished first.
Chelsea will compete for the title in the in Germany. They compete for the title in every other league around Europe.
But if they finish 3 points behind you, I think Arsenal would be in the same place as Chelsea because it's one game, isn't it?
But what are you saying? Arsenal would probably win the title. They'll probably win the Bundesliga.
Bro, why would they win the Bundesliga? They will have a chance. No,
it is. Remember, Bayern Munich's got Kane, bangs in goals. That's the difference between Arsenal and Bayern Munich right now. They got someone that's going to score goals every game.
They will have a chance, but they're not just going to go to the Bundesliga and win it every season. No,
I don't think they will. But I'm saying the depth in the Premier League is deep. The depth in the Bundesliga is nowhere near as deep as the Premier League. Man United and Tottenham finished 16th and 17th. That's how deep. That's how deep. And Tottenham
is deep. You can't judge Man United and Tottenham.
What I'm saying is but you can, because Man United and Tottenham were Europa League finalists.
Nah, bro, that was the worst final I've ever watched in my life. Chelsea got there. You can watch anyone that United played last season could have beaten.
That's not the point, though.
They could go into what is the point?
In Europe, Tottenham and Man United were in the Europa League final, and Chelsea won the Conference League, and United and Tottenham were 16th and 17th in the Premier League.
Chelsea deserved to win the Conference. Chelsea were decent. Chelsea weren't bad. They weren't that bad. They had a slip, but they weren't that bad. They finished fifth or fourth. They finished 3 points behind Arsenal. They weren't that bad.
Real Madrid and all them teams are not competing in the Premier League, bro. We played them this year. They will lose to teams like Bournemouth and all that. I'm telling you, bro. Newcastle, they go to St James's Park, they're gonna have a problem, bro.
Arsenal lost to Newcastle.
Madness.
I'm telling you, Real Madrid go St James's Park, they're gonna have
a chance to win the league. If you can tell me Arsenal have a chance to win the league, and you can tell me Real Madrid don't have a chance to win,
Real Madrid will have a chance, but right now our team's better than Real Madrid.
They would have a chance.
We're better than Real Madrid, though. That's what you're not understanding. You're feeling like Real Madrid are better than us. They're not.
I think they're on par right now because Real Madrid are probably at the worst they've been at the moment.
We played them 2 games. It was easy, but we played them 2 games. It was an easy game. Both games were easy.
Been the worst they've been in the last 5 years, Real Madrid.
But we're not talking about 5 years ago. We're talking about now.
No, I said the last 5 years. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about the whole. I'm talking about last season.
Why are you talking about 5 years? Why?
5 years is crazy, Simon. 5 years is crazy.
The last 5 years.
Why though? Why are we talking about 5 years and why though?
Because you just go off of one season. Anyone can be lucky in one season.
What were you meant to go on?
No, but anyone could be lucky in one season. Okay, Arsenal beat Madrid. Like it's the best thing you've done in the last 10 years. You're going on about it.
No,
by that time, like it's the best thing you've done in the last 5 years.
Now you're making a whole different argument.
No, it's not a different argument. You're going on. You said, "Oh, we beat them last year," but Real Madrid's got 5 Champions League in the last 10 years.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with anything. They've been better than us their history is better than ours. We know that.
Okay, so you've got 1 year that you're better than them.
No, not 1 year that you're better than them. I'm saying that
of course it is now. Bro,
no,
you're only better than them.
They come. When do you want them to go on? Do you want them to go on when they had Ronaldo and
20 years ago? 20 years ago.
No, but you said last year. I said you was only better than them last year. That's the only time. That's the only time you've been better than Madrid.
No, you're talking about 2 different.
Now you want to go back to how many years now?
No, because you're saying the only time was last year, but that was the last year.
It's the only time you beat them. It's
we
the
don't
only
play.
time you can say
We don't play them. Real Madrid have never knocked us out of the Champions League, ever.
You don't play them because you don't stay in the competition long enough.
What's that got to do with whether the Champions League is hard in the Premier League? You're going to a new point.
No, bro. You said you were better than Madrid last year, right? Because you beat them. You only beat them in the Champions League.
We can only play them in the Champions League.
Exactly.
Where do you want them to beat them? Where do you want them to beat them in the
Champions League? What do you mean? No, you only beat them in the Champions League. Okay, cool. You beat them once, so you think you're better than them last year. All right, cool. You were better than them last year. But apart from that, they've been better than you.
Their history is better than ours. What is your point, bro?
He's the best. He's the best.
Your point is.
You beat me last year, but every other year I'll smack you up. It's crazy.
I don't understand your point, bro.
So they can win the Premier League. Because if Arsenal has a chance to win the Prem, so
but we didn't win the Prem. We didn't win the Prem.
But you didn't.
Bro, Real Madrid are competing. If Real Madrid come to the Premier League now, they're in a top 4 battle.
Like all the top 4 teams.
If that.
If that, bro, top 6.
I'm saying top 4, like top 4's guaranteed. Man.
I know. Top 8.
Is
overrating those teams?
But you've got disrespecting, like, the Spanish league.
You ain't winning that Prem. If they come over
but we done a last season. All we can go based on is last season. And Real Madrid was nasty last season. We smacked them up. Arsenal smacked them up. Everyone smacked them up last year, bro. Everyone. And they looked terrible. They looked terrible, bro.
They looked terrible. But they were still competing for the league.
I don't think they'll, like, based on last season, obviously the new season's different, new manager, new players, we don't know. Based on last season, there's no way that team is competing in the Premiership. Top 10. That's how.
Bro, serious.
I'm telling you, bro, top 10.
So you're saying they came second in La Liga, but they'll be top 10.
How many teams in La Liga, bro? What are we doing?
Ask you a question. You're saying they came second in La Liga, but they'll come 10th in the Prem.
I said top 10. I didn't say 10th. I said top 10. That's what they're fighting. Don't think that is in top 4 because they're Real Madrid.
They're not.
Because they're Real Madrid in top 4. No chance.
So they came second, so they'll be top 10.
That's top. Ain't that top 10? Ain't second top 10?
Yeah, but don't
first is top 10 as well. First is top 10 as well.
Yeah, okay, just like in respect, say top 4. You're saying top 10, you're taking the piss.
I'm saying if they listen, I can see them missing out the top 4. See Man City, if they didn't get the top 4, it wouldn't have been a shock last year because they had a bad season. Wouldn't have been a shock. Exactly. So Real Madrid not hitting top 4 would have been the same thing. It'd been, oh, you got played rubbish, you missed top 4. No, 14
I don't disagree, but I disagree with you. Like, they can come in the Prem and have a chance to win it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, you can't say they can't win it. I said they can have it. It's Real Madrid.
They ain't winning the Premier League.
They'll have a chance, but they won't. See, when you get to the business end, when you get to the business end,
they ain't winning that. I'm telling you, bro. They ain't got to play.
That Premiership.
That's what you know. What? That's what people. That's what people say, right? About Arsenal. They're never winning the league.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But you think they'll win? They'll have a chance, though, right?
No, but I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm saying I can understand why people would say Arsenal not winning Premier League. I get it. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm saying, looking at the teams across Europe and playing teams week in, week out in the Premier League is harder. I'm telling you that every single game is a Fulham away nightmare game. That's not no.
We lost.
That's just as hard. That is just as hard.
I'm guessing every game in the league is easy.
Bro, playing Fulham away is just as hard.
Every game in the league is easy. Then.
Not easy, but it's not as hard as Premiership, is it? It's not as hard as Premiership. Let's be honest.
No way.
It's not the same, is it?
What do you mean not the same? Every game, La Liga must be so easy. It's the easiest league.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, bro.
Not the same. Hey, listen, Izzy. Look at the French league. PSG had that league wrapped up in December. They started saving their players.
The top team. PSG are the top team.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That league, you're talking about these leagues, yeah? Who in the Premiership can never have the Premiership wrapped up?
See how Liverpool ran away with it last year, though? Liverpool did run away with it.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. Anybody else watching would be like, Liverpool running away with it. The rest of the games are easy.
But Liverpool were running away with the Champions League too. They beat everyone in the Champions League too. They were wiping the whole floor of the Champions League.
We won the Champions League.
They were top of the league.
Didn't we won it? That part.
They were wiping.
Not the whole thing, just the league part. We won that.
Yeah, you won the league part. Congratulations.
Bro, they wiped the floor with everyone.
Liverpool done well, but they didn't win the league, right?
Bro, won the league part. We didn't win the Champions League.
They ended up losing to the top of the league, but you didn't win the league. Liverpool done well. They didn't win the league. They did well early stage of the competition. When it comes to the nitty gritty,
they lost to eventual winners. They lost to eventual winners.
Yeah, like you were saying, all I'm like replying to it. He said PSG ran away with the French league, like the French league.
They ran. they were
Liverpool
gone.
ran away with the Premier League.
No, we didn't run away with like that.
Nah,
run away with like
to be
that.
fair, you lot.
Bro,
I get what you're saying there. Actually, I get what you're saying there.
No, D, no. Listen, PSG rested their players in the league to play against us. That's how long it was. We didn't rest our players in the league to play PSG. We played the same team in the Premier League to play PSG because we didn't wrap up the league. They wrapped up time ago.
But they could.
They wrapped up that league time ago.
Do you know who came on when you're saying rested their players? You had a man like Barcola come on, bro. Barcola could come on and get in any players on the people that came on. You said rested players. Dembele might be rested.
No, they rested players in the league.
They rested the whole team. The 11 players.
They rested the team. They rested the team. They played the full team against us.
They rested the whole team. In the game before Liverpool, they rested their whole team.
What stage did they play Liverpool? Was it the quarters or the?
Yeah, quarters.
Quarters, yeah.
Are they not meant? Yeah, but are they not meant to play their best team?
No, they rested
that's
the
what
whole
I'm saying.
team.
The league was sorted out already.
Okay, say the game was what, Saturday, and the Champions League was like Wednesday or something, 3 days. You can afford to do that.
Yeah, we couldn't do that.
You got to play the Premier League.
You lose quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals,
we couldn't rest the players.
No, you're not understanding. You're not understanding. PSG rested their players in their league match.
No, but I'm saying Chelsea. I'm saying Liverpool could have done the same thing, and they already had the league right.
They would have lost. You can't rest the players.
We can rest 10 players. Rest 10 players.
You have to rest players, but you can rest 4 of your best players.
No way.
You're losing. You're losing.
Salah, Van Dijk,
you're not rating your squad. You don't think your squad.
You lose.
You don't think your squad